Dandara. It's one of those Metroid-style games. You know, explore the map, get upgrades, all that. Except this one has a very unique style of gameplay that'll become very apparent as soon as I start. Okay, so the simple bit here is that you don't walk. This is not a platformer. You leap everywhere. And as you can see, it actually works pretty well. I mean, it's something that I've gotten used to pretty quickly since, well, first starting up the game just to test it a little bit. And then on that point, you know, down is more of a suggestion than an actual direction and stuff like that. Also, pretty neat art style. Just looking at that background alone. This is an interesting game. And yes, you can be more particular with, like, where you end up going. But ultimately, I would say this game is more similar to something like a you know, motion-controlled or, you know, like a Wii game almost, where you just want to do, like, quick flicks in the general direction that you want to go, and you'll hit it pretty much every time. Pretty simple in how it works, but it does actually work pretty well. All right. So yeah, thankfully they also do give you some indications of like, hey, here's where you may want to go next too, which I always appreciate. No map just yet, but that is going to be one that I get pretty quickly. Here. Yeah, it's sometimes a little bit of a puzzle just to try and figure out like, okay, how do you actually get to the area you need to go? Because, of course, it is a very particular, wrong button. It's a very particular way that everything works. And it does take a little bit to get used to that. Also a little bit to not just kind of jump the gun and throw yourself directly into enemies. It's like this is supposed to be, you know, your tutorial section, but of course, since I've done it a couple times at this point, I am pretty familiar with what I need to do here. Yeah, no, this is one of those games that I want to make absolutely sure that knew what I was doing. Game is recommended to be played with a controller. I mean, I saw like the way that this worked and was thinking, well, should I just use mouse here? And although mouse control is here, I mean, it's like, works in pretty much the exact way that you think it does. But like I said, since everything is designed in a particular, like everything is designed to be sort of like general movements rather than being extremely precise, and that means that you don't need to quite have that sort of mouse control. All right, you can't just mash the attack button to attack and it just does that. You do need to actually let it charge up a little bit. It's not a lot, but when you're given how fast this game could possibly be going, and it can go pretty fast if you know what you're doing, obviously. That, yeah, there we go. That it can go pretty fast, of course. Also, was there anything else over here? Sort of looks like, might have been. Nah, don't think so. Yeah, it can go pretty fast. It's just like, yeah, you do need to know when to kind of wait around for, like, enemies to die, because they still do have hitbox and everything like that. By the way, since this is, of course, you know, more modern game, it has SS flasks, if you're wondering. Like, it takes a while to actually get your health back, and that is something that would be somewhat worrying if I wasn't, well, you know, pretty confident I know that I can get to the next save point here. I've only gone roughly through the first area or so of the game. Yeah, and it's like too far away. So instead, you just kind of auto-correct right to the one that you can actually jump to. Oh no, obstacles. Still though, like I said, you go so fast. You can really schmoove here. So things like a lot of these spikes you can sort of bypass entirely, but Yeah, I would prefer not to have the flashing vignette on screen for too long. Can also just... you don't lose any progress if you run out of health. You just get thrown right back to the previous, you know, save point that you were just last at. So honestly, if you were trying to go really fast, that would probably be most worthwhile way to do this. But I don't know, I'm not going to. Come on, I've gotta at least try with the game design here. Oof. Yeah. Okay. There. Ah, I'm just going back. Yeah, dodging around also pretty simple in this style of gameplay. If you do it right. If you don't, yeah. For whatever reason, that game over screen reminds me a lot of Tower Climb of all things. I don't know, it's just like the big like game over text and everything. Doesn't have the same sort of death cards and whatnot though. Alright, so yeah, get past the take the shortcut to this area then, right? Yeah, I mean there's a reasonable amount of questions to be asking right now. Honestly, I'm playing this at the same time that I'm playing Blasphemous, and it's like, you know, I'm just gonna roll with it. Like I get the beat, I get the basic deal here, right? It's like I don't need to question everything exactly. All right, so basic upgrades. Obviously, going to want to be getting this. 3 hits is not a lot to be taking. So, you know, as soon as I get 420, nice. Amount of salt here. That should be good. Then here's tutorial and also some of the basic upgrades. Yep. Haven't seen dreams just yet, but I'm sure that's probably going to be coming up soon enough. Checkpoints, your souls, the shoot power up, the health power up, and then I'm betting these are all the, you know, basic upgrades that you get throughout the game, of which there's quite a few. Well, see eventually. I didn't really read the entire thing there. Village of Artists, creation and intention. But that was before the war. And these guys came in, and I keep pressing the wrong button because for whatever reason they think that circle is to attack things. It's not. It's square, like most games. Man, just rotating all over the place, and it does result in some pretty neat looking areas. Like I really like the style, especially of like a city type of place when, you know, there's no actual like true direction that you could go to. Ow! I went right into that. Well, I mean, one place you can go is getting electrocuted immediately. Here we are, everybody's favorite item in any one of these games. A map. And yeah, indeed, it's going to be pretty useful. It's actually a pretty good map. You can even see my soul there. Yeah, that's right, they got that. It's like it did. I don't know if you've realized this, but Dark Souls has had a lot of influence on game design since it came out. Which I appreciate. I think the Estus flask and everything is a great idea. Abandoned house. Oh, what a feeling when you're sitting on the very dilapidated couch on the ceiling. All right, but of course, well, actually, I think it doesn't activate until I, you know, sure, until I actually walk off. But still, yeah, give me whatever this is, because if I remember from my test runs, this is quite important. It's your Estus flask. There you go. Start out with one charge and accidentally press the button for the gun instead, so that you immediately lose the health you just got back. You know how it goes. You've all played video games before, I assume. I don't know. Maybe this is the first time you're watching a video game. If so, what a weird place to start. I would, of course, recommend beginning with my series on Puss. That's the real one you want to begin with. Desperation. in their eyes. Who's drawn these paintings? Is it you? Of course it is. Anyway. Sure did. And they got sort of a basic beginning upgrade. Switches are now active. That's kind of the entire thing. It's like the switches now function. So, yeah, kind of go back up and down and all that sort of stuff. And I don't know if that's really a true upgrade or anything like that, but it is certainly at least something to start with. Get some salt here while I'm going. Of course, pretty simple sort of way to do that, but I'm not really in the business of, oh boy, the sewers. Who's keeping couches down here? Who's hanging out in the sewers? Who's hanging out down in the sewers? Picking up a lot of empty Coke cans, and there sure are a lot of them. Please give me a campsite. I could really use that right now. Library adorned with books. Well, not that many sizes, really. I mean, they're all within a pretty simple sort of, size to fit on a bookshelf. And then also would have seen this if I went to go see my ghost, the ghost of myself, but those are people who have died. And I guess it's just kind of like a thing that you can like see what happened specifically. Dying of sadness. All right. Hey, it's this area again. But also, oh, I did get my health back. I guess that was from hitting up the ghost. Cool. Cool? Yeah, cool. Like, look, I'll whatever it takes to get rid of the flashing vignette. Look, I'm just glad that we are away from the era of video games where you get the loud beeping sound when you're at low health. I mean, it hasn't been like that for decades. Yeah, you too? No? Okay, we'll do this too. I don't know, sometimes it's like lining up a shot. It's sort of limited the range that you actually shoot at, but still. Cow. Fortunately, concrete cave, not doing anything here. Nope. I'm gonna be quite a few of those areas. I mean, like I said, you know how these games go. You know how they go. It's a pretty sort of consistent style. Thank you. Just curious, did I get any more memories here? 4. No, I got the map. The essence of salt. The essence of salt enhancer. Ooh, enhance that salt. Make that salt a little bit better. But, you know, also, can I get anything? Yeah, I can. I'm gonna get more health. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, that's the essence. Increases. I'm guessing it's probably like, okay, heals 2 hearts. Nope, not at all. Well, okay, yes. I mean, I did do a test run through this first area. Well, through a decent chunk of this first area. Not even really the entire thing, but, you know. All right. Well, got a name for the first boss, then. Augustus, I suppose. Seems at least... Oh, wait, whatever, let's... Yeah, I can't even do anything in this area. It's like we got the concrete blocks here again. And these temples of creation, I don't even know what any of that means. That means absolutely nothing to me right now. I don't think this is one of those games that has a cipher system in play or something. Oh, just a little bit of salt. Delicious salt. Exists to something. Oh yeah, these things. The man with the golden eyeball. Frontier Psychiatry, anybody? Yeah, like I said, if you are like trying to schmoove, like a task of this game probably looks incredible with how fast that you can move if you're doing it right. It's the sort of thing, like I said, it's a little bit awkward at first, but then, you know, it works really well. It's sort of like a later generation Wii game, for example, where it's like motion controls are weird, but if you can get them to work, you can get them to work pretty well. It's just making sure that your game actually uses them effectively, that sort of thing, right? And I appreciate that. It's a unique sort of spin on this. And also it's a lot faster than having to walk everywhere, which I appreciate. No, ooh. No, I actually did I dodged that in the way I kind of planned to. Although I did accidentally press the jump button one more time. Well, the leap button. Missed it entirely. Yeah, you do get sort of a grace period where you are kind of floating somewhere. I'm guessing, you know, in case you hit stuff like spikes or electricity, stuff like that. But I don't know if I would really rely on kind of floating after getting hit often. Beautiful horizon. I mean, it's got its own charms, certainly. Electrical lines are interesting just by itself. Oh no. I'm getting cave storied. Alright, well. Have you gotten the basic movement down yet? I hope so for this. Because it's like, the funny thing is that a very simple sort of enemy, all things considered, but it's just sort of your check to see, like, do you understand how to move in this game? As you can get probably pretty far without really getting the basics of it. See, this is why I sort of wanted to practice the game a little bit at first. Because I'm just like, this is weird enough that it's like, I want to have a good handle on what I'm doing before I even start. Main gate obviously leads back to the forest area that I was at before. I love the art style of this game. It's so good. It is a very unique sort of one. All right, send me right back in here. And then Piano Alley. Not doing too much there, though. I mean, at least not doing too much there. I suppose I didn't go up. Should go up first, I think, is probably the actual direction. Thank you, map, by the way. Oh, yeah, that's a door. I don't know why I didn't read it as that. All right. And, hey, what's going on? Hey, wait a second. Isn't that the same name as the composer of this game? All right. Sure. A little bit, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Self-serving? But fine, whatever. All right. Send me out here. Got another button going on right now. And then, mostly I'm looking for those golden eyeballs, which is the sort of thing that I am really thinking is going to result in bad things happening. Hoping eventually I do get some sort of teleportation around. Like I said, I'm also playing at the same time. Well, let's go to the bottom of this. She'll flip right over, please. Simple as that. Ah! No, you don't. Yeah, let's just get right up point blank. Kind of the most effective way to do this, right? And then dodge around to the... They do make it nice and easy. The things are slow for now. I'm betting that as soon as I get a little bit farther in the game, it's just like they want to. Oh, they pressed the button too quickly. And right back here, please send me back to the other area. You can press the A button without having a direction. Yeah, it's like they want to start you off nice and easy. And again, if you're gonna do something like If you're going to do something unique, like a unique sort of control scheme, I really do appreciate that. That's a good way to design it, right? Garantido. Oh, eyeballs. Like there's a lot of them around here looking in the background right now. Garantido's bar. Okay. So it's not so it's not just sort of like a play on the word guarantee? I have no idea. With the thumbs up. Thumbs up emoji. All right, taking a look around here. Yeah, I mean, I think this leads up to the place I want to go to, which is to say the campsite. Yeah, right. No, I think it's no, okay, yeah, I see there's the door right there. Which, speaking of which. Oh, yeah, also Celeste style. Something about this game does remind me. The art style does remind me sort of Celeste too. But I mean, of course, this is also the first area in Celeste, a big town type of place. Can't go in, eh? Well, maybe at some point in time. All right. Well, I certainly have enough to be able to get, like, more stuff now. 955, though, to upgrade. Well, I'll do that a little bit later, then. As it is, looks like I'm going over to the left. Seems to be the actual area that I want to hit up here. Also, give me that salt, baby. Gotta have my salt. Oh, no, this is the concrete cave. Right, right. Was it farther left, then? I was seeing that correctly. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, come on now. Yeah, here we go. Now that I actually have the music. Now that I have the blessing of the composer. Can get back over in here. And close the door behind me if I felt like it, but I don't... Yeah, I think that's probably okay. Once again, I need to remember to press a direction before I mash the X button in this case. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here, right? Now, this is actually a new enemy to start with, but also, I remember this area. And I think that this room right here explains it pretty well. Yeah, a labyrinthine puzzle for any uninvited guests. So I think going through here at first, probably not the worst idea. All right, back to it. I mean, what was in here though too? I want to just check. Another music thing. Walls unnerve you, you say? I think I can see why. I think I can see why that's the case. Now, I don't know why that was there or what that means, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be something that'll be explained eventually. Hi. A good bit. Also a good amount of salt to be got there, too. House of Sadness. Well, given that... Fortunately, there's no place to jump to here. There's no salt on the wall. It's like, I can't really do much of anything. I would probably clear out the other ghosts that I found a little bit, but I mean, yeah. One-way street, and they're not kidding. The way this is set up, it's like you can't really do anything. So if I'm remembering, can I think I'm trying to remember because, again, Labyrinth. They're not kidding about that. Should have seen that coming. Dang it. One-way street, one-way houses. I mean, I suppose, hey, I did go into the House of Sadness now, didn't I? Of course I'm going to be trapped in there. All right, throw me right back in. Look, there's still plenty of places to go. A little mini-boss, Kirby Superstar-style enemy here to fight. Yep. I am glad that I at least approached, at least did some level of competency in playing this game before starting this. Because it can be rough. I also think it looks a lot better, like when you kind of know what you're doing here too. Illusionary way leads right back into the restaurant, which is to say well, you did a bad job. Here's some salt though. You've earned it. Truly, it does represent the feelings that you're currently having. All right, okay. So yeah, I gotta go get back the House of Sadness and everything, but, you know, do it good this time. Also, here's your check to make sure that you got both of the buttons active as of right now. All right, one-way street. Let's just go hit up the first one here, so I get at least the full exploration of the area. All that sort of stuff. I mean, hey, after all, it is a Writer's Flow, so yeah, I got 2 different exits here, but I do think they relatively lead to the same place. Hey, you. No. These are the guys that just throw stuff on the ground, so... Nope. We need to get taken out there. There we are. Much better. Now then, let me look at the map real quick so that I actually understand where I probably want to go. Think I want to go... Yeah, like this. This seems likely to lead me to an area. Certainly that little cupcake mascot thing. I need to press the direction when I actually hit the leap button. Certainly that little cupcake character does inform me that I'm probably on the right track. I don't know though. It's I don't got the distance for that. Hard to say though. I mean, I'd like to think that I'm doing the right thing. Yeah, I think this one was right. Here we go, Dalvian Star. And yes, actually, wait. I actually think I want to go over to this one. If I'm looking at the map correctly and if I'm remembering what it actually looks like up here. Yes. No, not that. Well, or maybe... Oh no, don't tell me. I think I actually did want to go to the other one. I can't believe you've done this to me, video game. And of course, everything is a one-way street. You know, I suppose there was a... damn it. No. Okay. Give me a second. I'm just going to cut right back to that, given that I've kind of seen all of the areas around here otherwise at this point. And now this time, I'm going to choose the correct one. At least I think this one is correct. I don't know. I feel like there's a distinct possibility that I'm going to, get here and then still end up doing it wrong. What do you got? Nice. I will take that. So, first off, there's clearly something going on here. I think I probably just want to have that right there. Leave that there. Okay, that moves there. Okay, so I think that... Yeah, what I can do is I can do that. All right, there we go. And this is Coral Mountain Range. Clearly trying to get me to go fast, and then I kind of utterly failed at that because I was looking too much at, like, the upcoming... Yeah, there you go. Okay, I see. Well, don't worry. I can take care of these guys regardless. Nope, and then miss. All right. That'll work. Well, I mean, that would work if I did it right. Yep. Things are picking up the pace, certainly. But I'm still feeling pretty good. Yeah, if I go and get the Essence of Salt thing to up the amount healed. This is sort of an unusual area. That's making me worried. Also, it's not like I'm going to get any healing from anything else. Ah, excellent. Yeah, I take it that you probably have something pretty useful for me here. Of course, the guy who does video games, it's like, is giving you the first video game power up. All right, sure. Touch this chest in particular. All right, so what do we got? Need to actually figure out how to use it. Oh, okay. It's right trigger. I for whatever reason, I looked at that wrong. That makes more sense then. It's still gonna take it's still gonna take me a little bit. Okay, so yeah, like you there. All right. It's as easy as when you have the weapon out, you just press the trigger and then you also shoot a missile at the same time. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Now then, there's a concrete passage at some point that feels like the obvious place to be going next. Which I think that's just the one right at the... Or no, that's the one that I just came out of. Okay, well that clears that up then. All right, then I take it that it's probably going all the way up to the right here, or maybe that area right there. Either way, since there's not really going to be too much new going on here, I think... Oh, no, it's just telling me right now. I was going to say I'm going to cut to whatever it is, but no, this seems to be where I want to go. Thank you, video game, for making that abundantly obvious, because I thought that it might be much longer until I figured that out. Oh, what do I got? Energy. Yeah, makes sense. I'm going to go with more health. I should maybe go for better healing, too. If I double that effectively... All right. If I double my healing effectively, that'll probably be very useful, too. All right. Now then, what's stomping around up here? What's going on? Looks interesting. Let me just real quick. Yeah. Show what's happening. Yeah? Hey. Yep, it me. I mean, I don't think the evil, military... Come on now. Yeah, it's just like, look, I thought I'd give it a try, but I wasn't really confident in this actually working. Bye. Ah! Hmm? Ah. Okay, and thankfully it does indicate... Ow. Alright, so. I think I get the bit here. Hi. Hello, M. Bison. What do you actually do here? Ah, alright. Oh, and I can just stand on his head. Interesting. Well, I feel like I'm doing pretty good here. Alright, alright. I mean, it's like military man, right? Makes sense. Checks out. At least a little bit cautious here. I don't know if dealing too much I don't know if actually hitting the hands deals too much damage or anything like that, but I'm gonna give it a try. Nah. Still too far in the background, eh? Not that it matters too much. Feel like I got this. Yeah, there we go. Phase 2. Oh yeah, phase 2. I actually feel like I'm doing pretty good here. Although, oh, that's frustrating. Now then, yep. Be careful on... There we go. Yep, just gotta make sure the platforms get a little bit closer, I think is the reality of it. But as it is, I feel like I'm actually doing pretty good here. Same thing. Now! Come on. Almost there. Not going to be a perfect fight by any stretch of the imagination, but I think I got it. You two really starting to summon a lot of characters here, right? That said, you're done. That takes care of that. Now then, that was Augustus, I suppose. Weird character. Okay. I did it, though. Hooray. Now, Temple of Creation. Oh, wait, isn't this the place where I started the game? Or is it? Well, hi. I mean, more importantly here. I feel like I did pretty good. I feel like I could have... I feel like the odds could have been way more stacked against me. It's the Stone of Creation. Looks like a cog. Okay, so that's what those do. Makes sense. Just as long as you're right next to one of these things. All right, then let's take a look. Yep, it works pretty much in the exact way that you expect it to. Sort of what I thought. All right, so that's going to be the way that I end up getting to a lot of the other areas around here, I guess. I mean, more particularly there, right there, this place right here. So, yeah. But that one I am going to save for next time. Because I feel like, yeah, when I beat a boss, that's probably a good stopping point, right? That's at least what I'm thinking right now.